Good morning, guys. We are back to work on the Mustang. It's been about 3 months since the last time I worked on this. Between work, school, life, all of that stuff. Just been a little bit busy working on some things behind the scenes. But today I'm gonna try and get some of the interior put back together on this thing. I want to try and at least get the front half of the car put back together inside here. So get the headliner back in, get the seatbelts back in, that's kind of important. And then just put some of the trim and stuff back together. The problem is, it's been like a year since I pulled this interior apart, so I don't really remember what goes where or where all of the hardware and stuff is for all of this. So that'll be the biggest struggle of putting this all back together. Beyond that though, I do want to get some fluid in the transmission, top that off, and then possibly take this thing for a spin down to the gas station at least, and just see what decides to fall off, because we've pretty much touched every bolt on this car. Since the last time I drove, we've had the motor out, transmission out, drive shaft, all of that out. We've done a lot of rewiring and a lot of suspension stuff and brakes and all of this stuff. So try and take it for just a real quick short spin just to make sure that she's doing okay there. But the biggest goal is just getting most of the interior put back together and all of that. So let's get to work. Alright, so progress update. We got the headliner in. A lot of the trim is coming back together nicely. We got the handy dandy map light back in. This thing is sweet. None of this is wired up. That's a project for some other day, not today. Yeah, we're having good luck finding screws and things that actually fit. Don't know if they're actually in the right spot, but they fit, so we're sending it. Yeah, so far so good. We'll check back in with you in a little bit. All right, so progress update. We got basically everything in the front half of the car put back together, all the trims, and it's looking pretty normal up front here. We're not gonna worry about the back, because it's what they call a back half race car. That's what that means, right? We definitely had a couple screws left over, but that just means we did it better than the factory did. So, I think next thing on the agenda here is to check the transmission fluid, and I think I'm gonna have to add a little bit, because I know we lost some when we pulled the drive shaft out. It might be good though. And then once that's good, go put some gas in it. Okay, so tech tip here for you. If you didn't know, on these T5 transmissions on these Fords, they are a sealed transmission, so you don't have a dipstick. So the way you check your fluid on these, take a ratchet, 3/8, and there is a little plug right up here. Not sure if I can get you in there to see it. This one right here where my finger is. That is also your transmission fill plug. So to check that, take your ratchet, pop it on there, loosen her up, okay, pull this plug out. See if I can get you guys up in there. Okay, so pull this plug out, and you know it is properly filled if fluid starts coming out of this plug. And feeling it, we are pretty low actually. Putting my finger in there, I can't feel fluid at all. So we are probably going to need to add close to a quart, if not half quart, maybe a full quart. Now I use synchro mesh in the T5. Just seems like it pops into gear a little bit easier and meshes and everything a little bit easier. So we're gonna go grab a bottle of Synchro Mesh and throw that in here, and then I will show you what it looks like when it is properly filled up. All right, quick trip to O'Reilly's. Got the Synchro Mesh. Like I said, I like using this stuff. It just seems to mesh the gears better, and it just, no grinding, no popping. It's really smooth shifting in these T5s. So I use Synchro Mesh. This stuff's really thick, so if you can leave it out in the sun for a little bit, it gets a little more viscous and flows a little bit better. So basically, I'm just gonna hook it up to a line on the top side of the engine here, let it run down into that fill plug that I showed you earlier. And then once it's full, I'll show you what that looks like. Basically, you just want the fluid to be at the bottom of the threads of that fill plug, and that's how you know that it's full. So, like I said, sealed transmission, no dipstick or anything. So, just let it go in there until it starts coming out and it's full. So, yeah. All right, so getting this Synchro Mesh in, I've got the bottle set up here. I've got a line ran down the back side of the engine here into that fill plug. Like I said, this stuff's pretty thick, so it definitely takes a little bit. If you have like an electric pump or something, that obviously makes it a lot easier, but got the line right here running into that fill plug. I'm not sure if you can see that right up there. So we will give that a few minutes to get all nice and full, and then we'll put this back on the ground and see if we can drive it. Okay, so we got the transmission topped off, and as you can see by the giant puddle of Synchro Mesh, it is definitely full. So again, you just want to use that fill plug up top there. Once it's flowing out of the threads, you know it's full. And you definitely know it's full when you have a full puddle. So we are good on the fluid. So we'll drop this thing down. We'll probably put the hood on first, but no, we'll drop this thing down, throw the hood on, get it started, warmed up, and then see if it'll move under its own power. All right, hood's back on. It looks like a normal car again. Got the interior all nice and put into place. It's sitting on the ground. Yeah, looks like a car again. So we're gonna go ahead and get this fired up, get some heat in it, and see if we can pull it out of the shop under its own power. It's alive. Woo! Didn't want to start up there for a second, but it's been sitting for a while since the last time we started it, probably 3 months, but sounds like it's idling good. Everything looks okay. Definitely running a little rich. It's getting smoky here in the shop. So I'm gonna try and just creep it out of the shop here and get it into the sunlight.
Wheel chocks.
Wheel chocks. It moves. Well, she's definitely cold. It's not wanting to take any fuel, but we'll let it warm up. You can see all that synchro mesh that I spilled on the header is burning off. And our coolant overflow isn't connected, so that's leaking everywhere. Yeah, right there, it's just piddling. Let's see if I can find that over. Putting together a little makeshift overflow. Shouldn't need it, but just in case. Been idling now for, I don't know, 10 minutes. Everything sounds pretty good. Looks pretty good. We're at 196 for temperature. Definitely taking the fuel better. Go ahead and turn on the fan. See if it comes down in temperature. We're sitting at 199. Got the fans on. 196. To see it come back down to like 180, 185, and that's how I'll know that it's all working good. We're at 193. That seems to be coming down just fine. We got good oil pressure. Good fuel pressure. Everything looks good. .91, 47 pounds of pressure at idle, that's nice. 48. .188. 186, that's looking real good. Well, I'm just gonna creep it around here real quick, just feel everything out, make sure that it's all working properly. We have 0 power steering. This is a good arm workout right here, I'll tell you what. But yeah, other than that, it seems to be running good, driving good. So I'm going to assume that there's no power steering fluid in it because I don't remember putting it in there. So we will top that off, see if that fixes it. So yeah, overall the car's feeling really good. I did check the power steering fluid. It is completely empty. Thing was smoking. So cousin just ran to go grab some of that. So we'll throw that in and then we'll see if that fixes it. Other than that though, I really don't see any other issues or anything. Still a lot to button up on the car. Obviously we need to get the fuel tank strapped down. We need to get the battery strapped down. Few minor things on the interior to finish touching up. But other than that, I mean, it sounds good, it's running good, it's moving good. Yeah, really, it just needs a good vacuuming and a bath, and then, I mean, it's a ripper already, so. Yeah, I got no complaints. I can't really think of anything else that would be of concern. So we'll get the power steering fluid thrown in. And then see if that fixes it, and then maybe take this thing out on the actual road and see what it feels like kind of shifting through the gears, and see if anything else decides that it wants to give up on us. But I mean, for the most part, it's feeling really good. So yeah, we'll check back in with you once we get some power steering fluid in it. Okay, so power steering fluid is topped off and nice and full. So let's see if that was our issue, and also let's see if it'll start again. That'd be funny if it didn't. Okay, we've got ignition, gauges, fuel, oh yeah, fired right up. And let's see, oh yeah, terrible. Sounds awful. See if it ate up a bunch of that fluid. Oh, it's nice and milky. Well, we may have burnt the power steering pump up. But it's working still. It just sounds terrible. Oh well. Cool. Well, the other thing that I found out is we basically have zero fuel in this thing, so I'm not sure if we're gonna try and drive this to the gas station because it's kind of far away, or if we just take the truck in a gas can and not risk it. We'll see what happens. Okay, so we elected to just drive it to the gas station, so we will see what happens. Hopefully we make it. I think we will. Officially on a real road for the first time in like 2 years. I'm gonna keep it really tame and chill and just keep an eye on everything. So I'm gonna focus on this. I'll update you guys in a little bit. Well, the Mustang made it. We just got some fuel in the tank. So far it's driving really well. Can't really see anything wrong. There's a couple little exhaust leaks, but I ain't too worried about that. Overall, it's driving really nice though. So yeah, I think we'll run it back to the shop and call it good there. All right, we successfully made it back to the shop. The car is running and driving great. It moves out, peels the tires like it's nothing. overall, I'd say that was a great first test drive. We ironed out a couple little things, and yeah, this thing is running well. I'm very happy with how this is turning out. So that's gonna do it for today. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Next video, we're gonna be doing kind of a dope giveaway, exclusive, so don't miss out on that. But until then, we'll see you later.